Welcome back to another day of exciting let's tear up some expensive parts on the Bow Show. So we're going to be probably going to break some more stuff because it doesn't fit in my ski because, you know, not all parts are meant for all skis, whatever. But we're going to get this thing running eventually. I feel like I'm probably... Austin's like, yeah, you only got about 5 hours left. Well, Austin don't know, you know, my hour is his 20 minutes, so his 5 hours is like me doing 20 hours of work. And then we're also waiting on some more parts, but gonna be cleaning some stuff up, gonna be doing lots of welding for all the stuff we broke so we can get it back in there and try again. But let's go. So, this is my MSD, and Austin says this is mounted not quite right because it needs more ground. So, we're going to take everything off of this so Austin can re-weld it, and he's going to redo some of this stuff. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Better off.
So, I got my MSD plate to mount all my stuff on, was mounted on, except they were my coils right here. They were mounted like this with the spark plugs coming out this way, and they didn't have true ground to both of them. So Austin wants to put a plate right here, and we'll mount them both to both sides, and that way they'll be touching this, grounded through this, because only one of them was really grounded. It was piggybacking through a bolt maybe. It's just better to do it this way. So weld, we'll mount it all back on here and probably cut through this and see what else needs to be done. So these are the things that I've torn up yesterday, and hopefully we'll fix them today. So we have my water box lid, which is going to be my new battery box in the back of my ski. This is my MSD plate. Needs this right here. Weld here, here. And then we had to beat the hell out of it. And we cracked it right here. And that's what we need. So I've been slaving away. You know, I probably should have did like a time lapse or something on it. Slaving away on this MSD life. But I got all the sheets cut off, and Austin said, you know, you need to take them all off because, you know, these do not come wired. You have to do them basically yourself, and, you know, when Joe Blow wires it up, you find stuff like this, which is your main power. It just slides right out of the connector when you just touch it. So the sheath, the what do you call that? Shrink wrap was the only thing holding that on. That will not go at Austin's shop. Never! And then you got Austin's nice pretty one over here. It's so tight. Everything's got its own little place.
Yeah.
I feel like my plate's too big. It's not saving weight.
It'll just be easier because there'll be more room to cram wires.
Man.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I like that. It keeps
it's
keeps
nice
it
and tight, and it's not all big and bulky
everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where do you get that stuff?
I buy it from McMaster. I do have some, but it's lime green. It's not really the ideal color.
Why the fuck do you have lime green?
Because my old ski, the Foot Rocket.
You thought you had some.
No, I must have used it all. Yeah, never mind. Yes. Yeah, I used most of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I think 85 might be pushing it. 8250?
Sure.
Sounds like a good number.
Yeah.
What's your rev limiter set at 8250 and a half?
Off, on.
What about the 12 mil or the 16 mil? Could it do 9? Since it's got such a nice flat angle?
I don't know. Maybe. Just do 10. But what's I think is funny, the difference between the number you just picked, A250, the difference between A250 and 10,000 is that one switch.
One switch gets you all the power.
It's funny how that is.
I wonder what power it would make up there in the 10,000 range.
I don't know if it could sling it.
Is
I don't even know if it could sling it that fast.
I was about to say, like, is it one of those things like it physically couldn't get there, or is it one of those?
If it was out of the water, it could probably maybe get there.
Is it
maybe?
Is it a thing where it's also like a, diminishing returns? Like,
Yeah, the curve starts going
the curve
down.
drops off.
I don't know. Honestly, don't know.
I am wicked, you're insane. But I wouldn't have it any other way. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance. Pound for pound, we're a perfect match, pulling punches.
Yeah, buy a B pipe. Yes, buy a B pipe. But they say buy a lay down pipe. It'll be fun. Install it. It'll be fun. Yeah, if it fits your ski. So, had to cut my water box up. Wouldn't fit. Fitment is hell. Just takes forever. It's, shim a little bit. Take these stupid pads that are really dense and kind of put a little pipe bend in it and stick it too tall and take some more off and get this nasty black stuff everywhere. Yay.
We're always on the road. Worse or better, we can't stop, we can't stop. 'Cause together we're better off, and we can. Better off, better off. Better off. I am crooked, you're clean cut. I'm wide-eyed, your eyes are shut. If we're knocked out, we'll go the distance. Pound for pound, we're a perfect match, pulling punches. Toe to toe, we're always on the road. Worse or better, we can't stop, we can't stop. 'Cause together we're better off, and we can. And we can.
So anyways, back at it again with this freestyle BS build. Anyway, so this is a brand new, what is it? Factory power pipe. Power factor, whatever. Well, the box didn't fit, had to cut it. I've had to bend things. Threads aren't threaded right. And, I pressure testing it before we put it all together. And there is a pinhole in this weld right here because Austin said we got to fix it. We're gonna see if we can hear it on the audio. Well, hell, you can see the bubbles. Bubbles are just coming out of it. It's not in the threads. It's right there on this weld, right up against the manifold pinhole. $1,600 hunk of junk.
Silicone for the win.
Silicone. Let's just say it. It's gonna look like shit whenever we weld this.
Well, what you could do is sand it, do your colorful color shift paint.
Motherfucker, it was a nice looking manifold.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna look like a boogered up motherfucker. Anyway, so had to go through and retap these because they weren't tapped deep enough. It's just everything. This is not a finished product. They're gonna be like, how could you be so mean to them? Why would you say these mean things about these nice people that make nice products? Why? Because it's shit. When you pay that much for a product, you expect it to fit and finish. I understand the water box. I had to cut it. I understand that. I have a special ski. But I shouldn't have to go back and retap all of your bungs. I shouldn't have to go back and re-weld all your welds because you got pinholes in it when you charge what you do. No sense.
Yeah, that means what about your $20 gasket and the silicone?
Yeah, what about my $20 gasket and all my silicone and my time and my effort to make your piece of shit fit? Idiots. Someone's like, well, if you would have your jet ski built by a professional. There is no building these professionally. It's called research, duplicate, and hodgepodge, and make it fit. What is that word called where you have to make something every time? Engineering. Ingenuity.
Yeah.
Just crap's what it is. Bolting on, bolting off, that does not bother me one bit. But like, oh man, this don't fit. Cut a little bit, weld a little bit, scratch a little bit, put a little turf on it.
Custom ski, custom problems.
Custom life.